Remember I said I was going to double upload day yesterday? Well, I fucking lied, as you can obviously tell. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another Mr. Lucas, May 13, 2025 review of NXT. Today being May 15, 2025, or Thursday. I hope everyone's having a great Thursday, by the way. I'm sort of having a decent day. Right now, it's 11:47 a.m. in the morning, East Coast of Syracuse, New York. I know, I'm freaking crazy. Recording a podcast at 11:47 in the morning. I'm quite awake, and plus I have an appointment going around 2:30 today and everything, so I had to do this review all really early. And I'm trying to redo my double upload day I was planning to do yesterday, with the NXT May 13, 2025 review being today, and obviously later today, hopefully, knock on wood. Like I said last yesterday. Big time knock there. This time, your AEW Dynamite May 14, 2025 review. Now, I watched the show, and I'm going to give my whole thoughts on the Wednesday the review for tonight, or hopefully this afternoon. I'm not a lot to do ever since I got to go home for my appointment and everything. I got to clean my room and everything, so I'm thinking about, this is a different story for another day, people. It's a different story for another day. I'm going to share when I feel like sharing it, man. And because, but to say the least, I might be having to sell my house. Hopefully I can do that. This is obviously, it's a different story for another. It might give us like a Patreon exclusive podcast, to say the least. There's probably an announcement to share with a little bit of big time sit down at the end of the podcast for your NXT May 13, 2025. We're going to discuss a little bit of sit down at the end of the podcast about some updated content, updated life advice, to say the least. Let's get over into NXT review for May 13th, 2025. We're going to discuss Oba Femi, the reigning defending NXT World Champion. Defeats Charlie Dempsey to start the show. We'll discuss that. Nothing a lot to discuss on NXT per se at all. The show is just like Raw, boring to say the least. The show is fucking boring. What do you want me to say, people? We're going to discuss Oba Femi defeating Charlie Dempsey to start the show and discuss that. Wes Lee defeats Tony D'Angelo and discuss that. Myles Borne put his NXT #1 contendership world title on the line against Ethan Page, and he defeats Ethan Page, like I said. That was freaking dumb. I know he won the match and everything, but still, like, you put your #1 contendership on the line where somebody's been losing so many fucking matches, and Ethan Page. It's kind of stupid there, Shawn Michaels, or whatever. You made Myles Borne look like a freaking, like, weak guy, to say the least, out there. But at least you got the win, and you ended up winning this match for sure. I'll give him the credit is due for that. We're going to discuss Myles Borne defeats Ethan Page and retain his #1 contendership for the NXT World Championship at Battleground. Discuss that. And Thea Hale, which is Tatum Paxley ends in disqualification. Thea with Tatum Paxley basically looking like another version of her heel self again. It's a darker character she's possessing, and she's been going through the emotions, to say the least. She lost her partners in Shotzi and Gigi Dolan. She also sues partners due to budget cuts or just releases and all that. You know, Shotzi's contract ran up and everything with WWE. We're going to discuss DL versus Tatum Paxley in disqualification. And also your main event, Jordynne Grace and Stephanie Vaquer. And they coexist, pal! Jordynne Grace and Stephanie Vaquer, the lovely, glorious, dark, dangerous self, Stephanie Vaquer. The reigning defending NXT Women's Champion. Defeat Fatal Influences JC Jane and Fallon Henley. I think it was Fallon Henley at the end of the show. In the main event as well. Discussing today's podcast, glad join maybe as always, Sundays this week's WWE NXT May 13, 2025 review on No Limits with Lucas. Starting with, you guessed it, starting with Oba Femi, the reigning defending NXT champion. Defeats Charlie Dempsey to start the show. Solid match for what it was, gave it a B-. Right before this match, Myles Borne and the North Couch crew members of Myles Borne and Tavion Heights, and also Charlie Dempsey came out to the ring in no entrance, by the way. With Myles Borne putting up his NXT World Championship shot against Ethan Page, of all people. I found that can be quite ridiculous. You know, he won the match. We'll get to it later in the show. He won the match. It kind of looks so ridiculous. So that's what happens if you lost the match. And you just give up the title to Ethan Page a shot. We'll make Myles Borne look like a complete, utter idiot, to say this. At least he won the match, though. After Oba Femi defeating Charlie Dempsey to start the show. This is a solid match for what. He gave it a B-. There's nothing great. It's not going to get a grade over a B- on the show. The best grade on the show is a three-way tie of B-. This proves how much the show is fucking boring! Oh, man, NXT, man. Your weekly television shows are so freaking boring, man. Like, the PBLE standalone was freaking great. But ever since, I was like, I can't continue. The show that freaking was going back to watch this, folks, so good of a show. Literally, I can't tell you. This Oba Femi and Charlie Dempsey match is not going to be mine. So I want someone to get the hell out of here and just discuss my sit down and end the podcast. This man. That's probably longer than this fucking review. Nothing happened. Nothing happened, man. To say the least. What happened on Tuesday night? It's part of the reason why I wanted to do this review on Thursday. Because I went another way without doing an NXT review. Because, man, like, what was the point? What was the show? Boring! Rhetorical. It was boring. B- creates Oba Femi and the NXT World Champion against Charlie Dempsey. B- is your freaking grade. Moving on to Wes Lee. I love Deary. Wes Lee is freaking great. You know what's not great? This freaking match. Wes Lee defeats Tony D'Angelo. This gets a big fat C. And Stacks was in in a Titantron distracting Tony D'Angelo. And Wes Lee, of course, took advantage of dumb babyface syndrome Tony D'Angelo possessed in this match. And Wes Lee took advantage and ended up being Tony D'Angelo. This gets a frickin' C, man. Not impressed in the match whatsoever, no honesty. Wes Lee and Tony D'Angelo. I love both guys. I always loved Wes Lee. Always liked Tony D'Angelo. But this match was just not it. Don't know what it was. It just was not it, to say the least. This crazy Wes Lee and Tony Young's the big fat C. Moving on to Myles Borne. He put his NXT number one contendership world title match on the line against Ethan Page. He ends up defeating Ethan Page, like I said. It's also a solid match for what it was. I gave it a B-. But, bro, I gotta ask this question. What happens if Myles Borne would have lost this match? Did anyone give up his championship shot to frickin' Ethan Page? Like, what was the point of doing that? But at least Myles Borne got the win here. At least he picked up the win over Ethan Page. And Ethan Page probably got called to the main roster, you would think, right? But then again, this NXT men's division fucking sucks still. The women's division is carrying this goddamn show on its goddamn back. Like, seriously. Seriously. I kid you not. The women's division, once again, is carrying the show on their fucking back. Because what was so good about this show? Was there anything good about this show? Nothing. Their overall show, great. You can believe it and be like, I'll get into that in a minute. Their best thing in the show is tied for a three-way tie with a B-. That's not good, man. That's not good. This was solid for what it's tied for the best grade in the show, but it's a B freaking minus. It would have been very weird if you had Ethan Page beat Myles Borne here. Thank God he didn't, obviously. And Myles Borne is still the number one contender for the NXT World Championship, Oba Femi, which match is also announced for NXT Battleground, WWE Battleground for May 25th of 2025. The same day as Double or Nothing, man. I'm just the only one going to be doing the reviews on that. I'll probably upload it in Monday after. We'll wait and find out then. But then again, that's freaking Memorial Day. I hate fucking holiday weekend shows, man. I hate it so much. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Every fucking holiday, there's like some sort of wrestling event. Easter, you had WrestleMania Night 2 for 41. Mother's Day weekend, you had Backlash. No. Memorial Day weekend, you got Saturday night's main events for Saturday off. Then you got, what else you got? You have Double or Nothing and Battleground, the same freaking time and day. How fucking ridiculous, I know. At least I think Battleground is taking place at 8 p.m. I just said before, you were not that people. What do you want me to say? Just Myles Borne, Ethan Page, Max and all group at B-. You tell how much I care about discussing that more than freaking this whole show. I know, people. I know. Moving on to Thea Hale versus Tatum Paxley. Ends in disqualification. Tatum Paxley looking very possessed. You see, this I like. I always like Tatum Paxley as like a dark character. I mean, it's this type of dark characters you could use. Also, you got your girls like Stephanie Vaquer, Jordynne Grace, Julia, who are mostly not all touring Roxanne President called the main roster. But not in a tag team, obviously. It's a different story for another day. But Thea and Paxley. Paxley is always great at what she does. I like the character she always possesses. I love the freaking character. He's just continuing to get better and better at Paxley. And now she's obviously possessed for obvious reasons. You know, with her tag team partners in Shotzi and Gigi Dolan, because they got obviously canned in budget cuts, quote unquote. You know, WWE's making enough money as it fucking is, people. This Thea and Paxley match should not receive, but it's only because like Paxley's possessed gimmick, I absolutely freaking love it. I love it more developing back here in this team. She should be back in the singles division, man. We should not put this woman anywhere in a fucking tag team again. Because you got Thea and you see like Shotzi and Gigi Dolan there with her. Like, I didn't want to see Paxley in a tag team with Gigi Dolan. I just didn't. And so I like them. I like to be like spoiling this and everything, giving Paxley a better darker character. I like that. More of a darker character already has you for her. This gets a C+. I didn't really care for the match whatsoever, in all honesty. I did like the finish. I did like how she got the DQ or Paxley, where she got so possessed she made him not selling the Kimura lock from Thea. That was freaking great. This gets a C+, though. And on to your main event. Can they coexist, pal? Oh my god. I hate these types of matches. You know, I love Jordynne Grace and Stephanie Vaquer, but dude, can they coexist? And especially with Fatal Influence not coexist. I'm like, what the fuck are we doing with that? Moving on to your main event, though. Jordynne Grace and Stephanie Vaquer. A glorious Dark Angel live premiere woman herself, Stephanie Vaquer. The reigning defending NXT Women's Champion Stephanie Vaquer, mind you, obviously. They defeat Fatal Influence in the main event. This is all going to tie with grade with B-. The thing, a coexist storyline here with Stephanie Vaquer and Jordynne Grace being tied for your three-way tie for your best thing on the show should tell you a lot about this damn show on Tuesday night. B- is your freaking grade. The match was very soft for what it was. It's obviously you got Jordynne Grace, Stephanie Vaquer, JC Jane, Fallon Henley in this match, or Jasmine Nix, forgot the other woman in this match. But still, these 5 women or 4 women in general, wouldn't we be weird putting on a bad match here? Especially your main event of your show. This was very soft for what it was. I just hate the fact we're doing Stephanie and Jordynne to coexist tag team here temporarily until they get to the battleground. Like, why? Oh, man. Can we just build a big-time feud around these 2 women, please? Instead of getting the coexist storyline, please! I'm tired of can they coexist, pal? It's WWE, AEW, kiss my ass promotion, doesn't freaking matter. Like, man, what's with the coexist storylines in World Wrestling Entertainment, All Elite Wrestling? I don't get it. Yeah, Will Ospreay and Hangman Page team up eventually, take on the Don Callis family. I don't know if they've announced that match for Dynamite last night. I forgot I didn't watch the show yet. Actually, I did watch the show, like I said. You get the fucking point, people! See, B- your grade here, between Jordynne Grace and Stephanie Vaquer, defeating a Fatal Influence members of JC Jane and Fallon Henley. B- is your grade. As your show for NXT May 13, 2025, gets an overgrade of a C+. Now let's have a little bit of sit down to end your NXT review for May 13, 2025. Okay, let's discuss your little bit of a sit-down topics I want to discuss for myself. Let's discuss 2 things, to say the least. Number 1, there'll be a new podcast series coming out to the YouTube channel and all audio platforms and Patreon. You know what Patreon is? Go check out my Patreon page, patreon.com/LucasE. I'm not Lucas Allen. Patreon.com/No Limits to Lucas. I might change it to be No Limit, No Lucas E. Out on the site at least, so we'll find out later on. But I'm discussing Patreon this in general. It's gonna be all for free for the most part. Maybe not. Maybe $5 a month, exclusive podcasts for that. But this will be up on Patreon, and it's called a Lucas E. Allen Show, where I discuss all things sports and pop culture / entertainment. I announced this on Twitter, by the way. Go check out my Twitter, Lucas E. Allen. I announced it on there. So yeah, No Limits to Lucas now has a new second hour podcast. We call it a Lucas E. Allen Show. It's available on Patreon, everywhere you get your podcasts, and YouTube. It's going to be uploaded on there as well. Might take me time to upload a little bit more on Patreon, a little bit. Might take me a little bit more time throughout the week and everything, but still, you get the point. Also, for speaking of Patreon, I'm going to upload a lot more exclusive stuff on Patreon, like maybe videos of like me doing maybe stuff on my mind or anything like that. So that'll be coming out to Patreon as well. So go check out my Patreon, patreon.com/NoLimitsToLucas. There'll be a link in the description on Spotify and everywhere you get your podcasts. Gotta say, $5 a month to view this, by the way. $5 a month. You might not like it for right now, but I gotta make money, people. I just said in the wrong. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money, to quote the Phil Brooks man himself, CM Punk. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money. I'm here to make fucking money, man. I'm not here to make friends. Sorry about that. Well, yeah, that's the update. Sit down and end the podcast. Your NXT May 13th, 2025 reviews. You don't have to do this. You don't have to do this. Anything means necessary. Like the Lucas E. Allen Show, we call it on YouTube, on my YouTube, and all my new posting platform and discussing on the audio section for free. And we also get Patreon throughout the week as well. When I decided it's time enough to sit down and actually record this, then upload the podcast to Patreon. Me doing that, to say the least, man. Thank y'all for watching. No, Mr. Lucas, WWE NXT May 13th, 2025 review. To May 15th, 2025. I'll be back hopefully later today, knock on wood, with your AEW Dynamite May 14th, 2025 review on No Limits Lucas on all YouTube and all audio platforms. So peace, love, my mouth. Take care. Love you all big time, to say the least.